What's going on, everybody? I recently played in the remote Duel YCS, and today I finally got the package in the mail. It comes with the Amabi playmat, it comes with the Amabi promo, and it comes with 6 packs of Burst of Destiny. I'm going to be opening it on the channel, so I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully I'll pull something good from the packs, and I really hope I enjoy the mat. It looks really good. I mean, I like the aqua colors and of course the card choice, but I mean the card's useless. Who's going to play that? Well, I hope you guys enjoy. So, funny story, I didn't realize that with the DSLR cameras that focal length is an issue, and since I have a 25mm lens on a micro four thirds sensor, that I need like this much distance, I think, in order to capture like even like a small amount of footage. So it turns out that since my tripod's not long enough or tall enough, I can't capture video on this desk because I have very awkward angles. So I need to get myself a boom arm that can extend over the desk and then point down, which is really useful to know after actually looking up videos of it way too late. But because of that, I'll have to open up this, which you can actually see in full view now, at this angle. I'm not going to be able to open up the packs like overhead, but I will flip them and I will hopefully be able to see it out of my monitor and my camera. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get started. So, oh boy, been looking forward to this coming for a while, to be honest. I haven't opened up any Burst of Destiny actually because I just wasn't too hyped for the set, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of Sword Soul. I think it's boring because it's like a one card, like it has one combo. You just Mo Yi, if you have a worm in your hand, then you add Long Yuan after the Chi Zhao, and then you just go Baron and whatnot. But that's besides the point. I just wasn't a big fan of the archetype in general, so I didn't buy much Burst of Destiny. I think maybe I had like 1 or 2 packs I opened. The only cards I think I wanted was, oh, what was it? Like, I know what it was. It was the B Trooper support of all things. Hopefully I'll be able to get deck profile that out soon. Unfortunately, because of DPE, B Troopers are kind of, I mean, DPE B Trooper, and because DPE just got hit with the Destiny Fusion going to 2. B Troopers can make the Verte, but I mean, most of the time you want to kind of go into the Hercules and have kind of like a towers. So, and I also don't want to spend the money on the DP, so I'm kind of just building like B Troopers just normally, but that's besides the point. Woo! I can see it. Woo! It's gonna be cool. Oh. Let's get a look at this. Oh man. Dude, this mat's beautiful. Oh, it looks so good. Am I holding it right? Yes? Is it upside down? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, dude, I finally got my YCS mat. Dude, this is awesome. I'm so happy. This thing looks sick from what I can see over my little amount of the monitor. I'm definitely going to use this. I need to get one of those mat protectors from, I think it's... Ooh, does Ultra Pro sell the mat protectors? Because I think, personally, with how this mat is, and since it's kind of like a waifu mat, I can definitely say that this will most likely go up in price over time. That's nice, I gotta say. Hopefully these angles aren't too bad. Let's see what else. I know the other things that I have are the Burst of Destiny not the Burst of Destiny packs, the 6 packs for entering, and the Amabi promo. I mean, of all promos, it's kind of bad, but hey, I mean, it's a collector's card, and I mean, I like being a collector. To be honest, I think I like collecting, but for me, mostly, if I can get a card for like that's a common for a deck, I'll use it. High rarities kind of matter for me if it's like within the price range, but unfortunately, if it's too like much, I usually won't buy the high rarities. But if it's like within $1, I'll usually get it. Ooh, let me see if I can get this to focus. Let me get this. Let's see if I can get this to focus. No? 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 You serious? Oh man, this is really rough. Come on, focus, please. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay. Just give me a moment for a intermission to see if I can get this thing to focus. Well, this lens length is too long. Let's put it that way. I can't get it to focus, but I will tell you guys what I got at least, so you can see. So this is the Mobby promo. Hopefully I'll be able to. Yeah, I'm just gonna edit in like what it looks like, so I can just make it easier on myself. This is the Mobby promo. I mean, it's pretty nice. Well, I don't know why of all things it's a common. You would have thought that if they were using a for like a YCS, you would think that they have like a Ultra at least, you know? But, oh well. Let's get on to the packs. I'm not gonna hopefully, I don't know. I might be able to get them in focus, might not. Ooh, I got my, I was wrong, it wasn't 6. It's 5 packs of Versus Destiny. I could have swore it was 6, but it's 5. Let's get into them. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I haven't opened the pack in a while. I've been saving some money, you know, gotta save for that Battles of Chaos. Gotta get that common mutant mutator for my mutant decks. Been looking forward to this for a while. Oof. Let me get a whiff. Okay, so we got Flip Frozen, Cynet Crosswipe, Cynet Cascade. Woo! I got an Ad Libitum of Despia. I mean, it's a super, but it's Despia support, which is pretty good. The other commons don't really matter. Ooh, I got a Blackout at least. I mean, I guess I could play that in Common Charity. I mean, you gotta admit, with Common Charity, the Proofanista Trapper, kind of nuts with this, because what you would do is you would just summon your Tenyi off the special summoning because you have no monsters on the field, or like if you, let's say you have a Monk on the field, you would summon the Tenyi, and then you would just normal summon the Proofanist. After you normal the Proofanist, what you would do is it can banish a trap from your deck. So you get to banish the Sword Soul Blackout, and from that you can spawn a token. And then you can use your Tenyi, and if you have a non-tuner Tenyi or have a non-tuner monster on the field, like a Mari Mari token, you can use that and this to synchro into because it's a level 4 token, so you can usually use it to synchro into whatever you want. I forget if the Mari Mari tokens are 4, but I think you can synchro into an 8 or a 7 if they're a level 3. But it's pretty strong. And then also the fact is you leave the Proofanist on the field, and if you leave the Proofanist on the field, then you're able to, when it gets destroyed, to set this, pop your own monster again, and get a double pop. It's nuts. I hate playing against the Tenyis in Common Charity. Probably the best deck in my opinion because of this card now. Besides that, it's just so much grinding. I mean, personally, I play Megalith, Common Megalith with a Ritual Buster control, which is kind of funny because you lock them out as spells and traps for the whole entire turn. But besides that, yeah, Tenyi's definitely best deck of Common Charity. Next pack. Let's do this. Ice Jade Tinola. Break the Destiny. Heritage of the Light. Magic-y Battle. And Sunvine Sowing. This card was actually one of the cards that I wanted from Burst of Destiny because it's so nuts with the Plant Link. Plant Link has gotten so infinitely better because of this one card, because basically it's a quick launch for plants. And also, if you have, like, let's say you use Rescue Rabbit and you summon, like, 2 Genius Loki, what you can do is you can link into your Dryas, and once you get your Dryas, you can add the Sunvine Sowing. Then what you'll do is you'll use the Sunvine Sowing to actually summon out a Twins from the deck, which is a monster reborn for your Sunseed. And then because you took battle damage, you summon out a healer, heal yourself, like, back your life from your Dryas, then heal yourself more from your healer, and then basically it turns on your, like, Aromage combos, because then you can summon out, like, a Laurel and get, like, the double add off of a Jasmine. Funny enough, I have another deck profile for Plant Link that I'm going to hopefully be putting out soon. This camera hopefully will make it a lot better once I can get the boom arm for it, so I can do an actual video profile that's at the right angle on this desk. But look forward to that. I have, like, at least 20 decks just sitting on my floor on the I have 20 decks sitting on the floor over there, so I have tons for deck profiles that I can show you guys. The other cards I got were Bee Trooper Landing, Penguin Ninja, Mafteal, the Magic Key card, and then Magic Key Locking. I'd play Magic Key, but all they can do is Halka Rorodon combos, and that's no fun for me, because who wants to do that except Infernoble players and Necroz players? Shout out to my boy Alfredo, who plays both. Next pack. Gunkin Suship, the new XC. Magical Cylinders. Gunkin Suship Uni, another effect monster that Gunkins need now. Apex Predation. Okay. What's this gonna be? What's this gonna be? Oh, an Ultra from these packs. Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. Okay. I pulled an Ultra. I mean, that's pretty good, especially from just like 6 random packs that I got from the 5 random packs I got from the tournament. Kind of happy about that, to be honest. Ooh, I'm gonna put that in my binder. Let's see what else I got. Sword Soul Blackout, another one. I'm definitely not gonna be able to get the Sword, like any of the Sword Soul core. Don't really want to play it anyways. Danger Disturbance Disorder. And Flunderies and Street. Oh wait, there's one more. Bee Trooper Assault Roller. Flunder? Nuts, man. I played that in the YCS, actually. Unfortunately, because of the time issues that the YCS was having with regards to, like, round pairings, because I was put in Group 4. I think that was the same one that, like, Sam was in, and I don't think Triff was in Group 4, but I know Sam was. I saw him in the group. Unfortunately, there was the big issue of the, like, international players joining, and they needed translators. And I'm pretty sure one of the international players took, from what I've seen in the Group 4, like, Discord, the international player actually took the, he was playing, and he took his side deck and literally put it into his main hand. And that caused a judge call that lasted 45 minutes. I don't know how it was so hard with regards to that, but it lasted 45. And that put us behind round 2 for about 2.5 to 3 hours, and nobody knew when it was going to happen, and I was just sitting at my desk here, waiting in suspense, hoping that the next pairings would be posted, but they never were. But oh well. So, how many more packs do I got? I have 2 more packs. Let's hope we pull Secret. Okay, next pack. Penguin Squire. I think you guys can see this. Ooh, Mimicking Maneater Bug. I actually need a copy of this for, what was it? You can run it in crawlers. I'm thinking about that, but nah, I don't think that, it's not too good, unfortunately. Ooh. Flunder and Tokan. Heritage of the Light. Ice Jade Cradle. Huh. I don't know how I feel about the archetype in general. I mean, Ice Jade Cradle is basically a Rhoda for Ice Jades. It's add one Ice Jade monster from your deck to your hand, and with a different name from cards you control in your graveyard. Ice Jades are cool. I mean, they have an in-archetype Rhoda. They're getting a field spell, but they still don't do anything. They just don't do enough. Kind of a disappointment, especially since they're kind of part of they're really important in the Albaz and like Dogmatica and Spriggan's like storyline. I mean, oh well. With the Albaz Strike structure deck, they don't even really get any support, unfortunately. I mean, you have the Ice Jade Dragon, but it barely has anything to do with Ice Jades. Oh well. Reptilian Niami, Laundry Trap, another Assault Roller, and Detonation Core. Last pack. Let's hope this is good. Come on. I can feel it. Is it gonna be It's gonna be secret? I hope it is. Reptilian Coatl, Rebuildir, Sonic Tracker. Come on. Oh, Outstanding Dog Mary. Rip the FTK, Monster Gate to 1. I'm sorry, all my Machina Ruin Force FTK players. You only had about a month to play it before they hit Monster Gate for some reason. Also, rest in peace, my Infernoid players. You no longer have access to anything, and Reasoning is at 1, and now Monster Gate's at 1. Come on. What's gonna be? I can't see. Looks like a super... Oh, Denier. I already have it for the Hero deck. It's not bad. Another Gunkin Shoe Ship card. Transonic Bird, and Detonation Core. I mean, I gotta say, for participating in a YCS, and personally, I played 3 rounds. I played the first round, I got paired up against Bird Up. I lost the die roll, lost because of the die roll, because I was playing a Flunder Control deck. I wasn't playing the extra deck and doing like the because I didn't want to do the Dogmatica stuff, so I was just playing around like, in my side deck I actually had a Domain of the True Monarchs. I had a Dark S'more, and I think I had like a set rotation just to have like an extra like field spell set, because the issue was you'd be running the Domain, you'd be running Terraforming in the main deck, and then you have the Flunder field spell, and then you would have set rotation. So you basically have three ways to access the Domain if you want to really do an extra deck block, because most decks can't get past it now. Unfortunately, it never really came up. I didn't side out during any of the games because it just wasn't worth it, because most of them had like Spell and Trap Destruction, so because everybody was running Lightning Storm supposedly. So I lost against Bird Up in game 1. Then on game 2, I went first, and I hit them with the Scary Sea, and they immediately scooped because they knew they couldn't get past the Scary Sea, and I would just OTK them next turn. Then game 3, they went first, set up a really good... They were trying to set up a board. I sided in a Droll, and I sided in Lancia. I actually drew the Droll and the Lancia. Or no, it wasn't Lancia. I had Droll, and I had D-Shifter. And then I also had a Eaglin in hand, I had a Gold Sark, and then I had the Field Spell. It was a really good hand, don't get me wrong. I hit them with the Droll. They couldn't do any of like the Bird Up stuff, and I hit them with the D-Shifter before that. So basically they were out. They couldn't do Tri-Brigade combos, and they couldn't do like Bird Up combos, but they had a triple tact in hand, and they looked at my hand and ripped the Eaglin out. All I had to do was draw a bird in order to win that game. I top decked Nib and lost. So yeah, that was rough. On the second round, after like 2.5, 3 hours, so many people dropped. I got that because the guy never showed up, so I won 1 just from default. And then on the third game I was playing against, on the third round, which took another like 2.5 hours to get posted, I played against Sword Soul. And unfortunately, I did go first, and got drolled. And lost the first round. or first game. I lost the first game. Then I played the second game, went first. I set up the board, and it was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. I set up the board, but the issue was he scooped on game 2. So I won game 2. We went to game 3. He went first. I hit him with a droll, if I remember correctly, and after he had used a Paw of Desires, all he could do was make like a Chang Ying or something like that. And that was fine. It wasn't a bother, because I could bait out his like negates because I had a Book of Moon in my hand with my Flunders, and it wasn't a problem because I didn't have to worry about it. I also had the field spell, so I could extend past. The issue came when I was in game 3, and I normal summoned Robina from the field spell. I had banished an Eaglin, Robina effect, add the Stree, droll, and I lost game 3. So I played 3 rounds, and then another 2.5 hours passed, and the pairings weren't up in group 4. So I said, I'm hungry. This started at like 12 o'clock. I think it was like, no, it started at like 1 o'clock. It had been going on. It wasn't even round 4, and by that time it was 7:30 at night. I hadn't eaten anything basically all day because of nerves, and I'm like, I want to eat, and I just said, forget it. I'm already 1-2, so I'll just drop. So that's kind of how it went. Unfortunately, Flunder right now is kind of in a really weird predicament. Lancia is going to be busted this format. Lancia is going to be really good because it stops Eldritch, it stops PKs. Well, it doesn't really stop Eldritch, it just prevents them from getting like anything set. So it stops Eldritch in that sense. PKs can't combo because of the they can't banish anything from the graveyard. If they're playing the Brave token engine, you cut like, if I see Aquamancer, I'm gonna just have to shotgun Lancia because I know that I'm gonna be screwed if they don't. Like, if they bring out the Omni Negate, I have to get Lancia up before then, or else I'm going to be in trouble. It also stops Tri-Brigade, because they can't banish to summon the Lynx. Because Birdup's dead with regards to all this sort of things, they have the problem that if you have, like, you can't really play them, because Draco Future's kind of gone, unfortunately. You have Recital starting at 1, which is good enough because you can do like your Bird Up play kind of, go Recital, add the Cobalt, and then, you add Barrel, and then Barrel to revive or something like that, and then you can make like an Assembled Nightingale and then make Draco, but you can't extend as far now, and you basically have to rely on your Tri-Brigade engine more than anything, so I don't feel like the Bird Up variant's gonna kind of like die out, and pure Tri-Brigade is going to either pick up or Melfi Tri-Brigade. Personally, I think Melfi Tri-Brigade kind of has a better grind game in the sense because if you have like Melfi Caddy on the field and you have Doggy, then you're able to kind of maneuver through your plays. Because if you're playing against a Sword Soul player and you have like, I don't know, like Doggy or something like that, or Caddy, you might be able to stop them from getting synchro summons. You might be able to do certain things by returning them to hand, and then having like further extension with either like a Kalantosa or adding like an Alpha Master Beast from your deck to hand. But personally, I think like either Melfi Tri-Brigade or pure Tri-Brigade is going to be really good in the sense that they will allow you to just, like pure Tri-Brigade can just shove hand traps in. You can just shove tons of hand traps in, play 3 Revolt, just play basically like, what's its name? Shuriken Control basically, with a whole bunch of back row and a whole bunch of like hand traps. And then the Melfis just have the ability to kind of grind, especially with using like Centaur Mina, because you can use it off of like Horse of the Floral Knights, which is kind of nuts, and then like the Noble Knight Shield Bearer. Pretty cool combo, extends and allows you to special summon like a beast from your hand. Or no, from the graveyard, which allows you basically to get your kit back to the field and just have like, you can recycle kit. It's really nice. Besides that, like, I think Lancia is going to be kind of nuts the rest of this format. It's going to be one of the main staple hand traps. Droll is alright. Droll can stop Sword Soul as if they, like, Emergence or something like that, but the issue is now with, like, Desires at 1. Usually they'll only have to bring out, like, the Mo Yi and then the Mo Yi to go into, like, a Chang Ying or something like that. And most of the time I've seen, like, now, I think people aren't actually getting the draw off of the Mo Yi because they're afraid of Droll, and they need to get the ad of Long Yuan. So besides that, Droll's kind of bad this format, I think. Ashe is always kind of out there. Effect Veiler is good. I mean, Imperm is just kind of like a staple that everybody's throwing in. Nib doesn't stop Sword Soul anymore because of the fact that they're kind of just going for like Cheng Ying and just hopefully trying to get out like an Omni Negate before they can go into that. So if they go have like Long Yuan in the hand, they'll just Long Yuan into like Baron and then just do like Cheng Ying stuff afterwards so that they can negate the Nib. Nib is pretty good. Besides that, I don't think there's really much more with like the hand traps. But besides that, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I'm kind of rambling on now. Hope you guys don't mind my commentary on like the state of the metagame also. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys next time, and hopefully it'll be with a deck profile. Until next time.